It's just been tremendous, man. It's nothing like what's being described back home in terms of what Australia is.
Yeah, and I got a chance to see a couple pictures that was like you guys were in front of these like
You turn
colorful
that off.
houses.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No
You said
worries. I
what?
saw these pictures that Devin was in front of, like these real colorful houses, and you guys were doing some photo shoots,
Yeah.
and could you elaborate or just tell me what that was about? It seemed like a little cool special moment you guys were doing.
Well, I mean, I think it was something for the Australian government and
Hmm.
TGE, Top Rank, and everyone in terms of for the not just promotion for the show, but actually promoting the city and what kind of city this is, and Melbourne. And we are happily obliged behind it because we've gotten the red carpet treatment, honestly, since we've been here.
As you guys should, being the fact that the undisputed lightweight champ. Just and overall, just the leading in preparation. You guys are there a little early to get acclimated and prepare for anything different. Anything that you guys have done a little different, knowing that this is your second time back in Australia.
Uh, do anything different? No, I don't think that we've done anything different. I think that we're even more detailed in terms of
Hmm.
everything from you know uh, the chef. You know what I mean? That I call coach. He was able to come over. Um, he was able to start with us in an adequate enough time that everything's all balanced out. You know what I mean? I can't say anything that we've done anything different. I think it's just a lot more intense and you know calculated and just an eye for details.
Now, one thing that I've noticed that is different, it's not on your side, but the Kambaos team and the fighter, it seems a lot less vocal in this. He's cut his hair. I don't know if you've seen the picture. He's saying he's going old
I don't
school.
know. I haven't seen him. I've been looking for him. I've been looking for George and Jim. You know what I mean? That's what I've been doing. I've been looking for them. Things that they said and did uh, before. I ain't gonna stand for it. I wasn't gonna stand for it then if I would have been around. But I'm here with Dev now, and we'll address him once again on next Sunday.
Do you feel like it's just because they know like they're at like if they don't win this fight, they're pushed back in the line and their opportunity was comfortable that they had a rematch clause the first fight, but now they know everything's on the line for sure for them. In this case, you think that that's what it is? Maybe they just tucked away and really focused, or you just don't know and don't care. Woo!
You tell them we brought him with us. We got it here with us,
Oh
and I don't
man.
know where they at, what they trying to do, but it won't work. It won't work. Yeah, it won't work.
Was it a little
Yeah.
tough carrying all those hardware in Australia this time?
Hey,
Just
look, we happily, we Devin has spent a lifetime, and I've spent a considerable part of my life as well running and chasing down them belts. So you know that ain't nothing to carry. But let me
you
show
know
you, we're around. Hold on. You see what I'm saying? So we're around here straight now. We ain't, this ain't no game. You know?
real comfortable.
Yeah. Huh?
Real comfortable.
Try- yeah.
So
Absolutely. We got Johnny over here. We got Johnny. We got Johnny. Our videographer that you don't get a chance to see
oh
a
yeah,
lot
that's
of
the
the
man
time.
right there. What's up, my
Yeah,
brother?
cinematographer. You know what I mean? So we got a full staff over here at the camp house. You know what I mean? We dug in Melbourne. Like I said, we having a great time preparing for this thing.
Of course, you even brought the strength and conditioning over also, I noticed.
Oh yeah, we got our chef, we got a strength and conditioning coach. We got a good cut man that's coming in. He'll be in today. That's part of our team, and so we're pretty much 90% of us are here right now. You know what I mean? Of course, getting 100% of our family and everybody over here, our team. You know what I mean? It's next to impossible. But 90%, we're operating right now on 90% and feeling good about it.
Well, we definitely know in the ring, you guys are always 100%, no slacking, regardless of whatever people say. And I feel like you guys had such a dominant performance the first fight that you would assume that you would get a lot of praise and attention for being the, winning undisputed, the youngest in the four belt era. And do you feel like, you're getting that proper respect, or is there a lot of haters that's just appearing throughout?
It's a lot of haters. And I kind of expect the hate from the casuals that don't understand, because it could be honest hate. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just hating because they're actually rooting for the underdog. And that's okay. That's that's the pleasure of sports, right? But when you talk about some of these guys that have been in the business, that represent other camps, these dudes are crazy. The shit that they say, you know what I mean, is hateful. You know what I mean? And I mean hateful in a negative way.
I mean, it can only be based on maybe a few things, like maybe, you guys are getting these fights to be successful and they probably didn't feel like this way. Or maybe it's just outside looking in that maybe it's like they can't do it. Like, what do you think the exterior hate comes from? Just a young guy achieving his goals, doing all the B side, even though they feel, necessary as the A side, and just making the fights happen. Just like fighting, not letting the politics in the way. Like you guys have done that to make these fights happen right now.
Give us the B side every day and call the B side breaking down barriers. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? Because that's what we do. We're breaking down barriers and providing opportunities to other fighters. You know what I mean? Other fathers, other trainers. Alike as teams to do what is generally called as the impossible. You know, um, you have guys like what does that do? What is his name? Bum ass Bernie
Uh,
that represents. I think he represents. Does he represent Crawford's camp? I would hate to mention him and Crawford in the same name because of the relationship that I got with Crawford. And Crawford is, by all means, real, 100% real. But you got a guy like you know, bum ass Bernie, who's around here saying that Devin hasn't gotten any better. Well, the better the competition, the better the fighter. And I can probably count on my hand the amount of rounds that I believe he done lost in the last 3 or 4 fights. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
I,
I don't have any problem. I don't have any problem with fans that don't watch the sport that often, that kind of tap in. And if you decide to pick the underdog because that's where what you're feeling, but for a guy to come out and blast Devin about him not getting any better when at 23 he don't got nobody in his camp that can fuck with him. You see what I'm saying? At 23, he don't have nobody in his camp that did what he did at 23. When he mentions the great Salvador Sanchez and no other than the legendary Oscar De La Hoya, well, stupid ass nigga, you have now mentioned Devin and the name in the same sentence of some great fighters at 23. So you said uh he's not getting no better. Seems like he's doing good to me.
yeah, I
And
mean,
excuse me else for the aggressive uh uh language that I use towards old boy.
it's all due respect. I mean, the fact is, you are the father of your son, and you should feel that way. I don't think there's nothing negative in an approach, and I feel that October 15th, or 16th in Australia, you guys are definitely going to show that you guys have layers and levels of, next level, and obviously you guys do want the big fights. You guys are already making big fights in Australia. The Lomachenko fight looks like it's a fight is on the rise, and everyone's, obviously wants the belt, but they're gonna have to go through Devin Haney to get that. But you guys do want.
Tell you one, I'll tell you one thing though, fight hype. I'll tell you one thing is every time that you see Devin, you're gonna see a fighter that's getting better and better and better. He's not even in his prime, and he's one of the top fighters in the world. To me, he's one of the top fighters. We need the opportunity to prove that. You know what I mean? And soon as we handle this business with George Kambaos on October 16th, inshallah, right? Anybody can get it. And I want everybody double down on everything that you just said. Don't back out of it. Everybody that can call for him, everybody that can said something. When we finish this business, you got action.
You know, who do you think will want to step up? I mean, there's the Lomachenkos, Shakur's coming up. You know, Gervonta's. You know, they're saying that they're bigger stars on that side. Like, who do you think would be potentially?
Listen, all of them can get it. The first one that steps up, and raises his hand and wants to get out and really let the world know that this is what it's going to be, that you really believe that you can be Devin. Because we don't want nobody that's just whispering it. We want you to be able to say it to the world, stand on it, right? And we go out and perform. We go out and either make you wrong, or you make us wrong. You know what I'm saying? But don't whisper it. Double down on it, right? We're about to handle this business with George Kambaos, God willing, on October the 16th at Rod Laver Arena in Melbourne, Australia. And, you know what I mean? We want to make the best fights happen. Loma, Shakur, it don't matter. It doesn't matter. Teofimo Lopez, Regis Prograis, whoever, world, in or around his division. Devin can be the first fighter to hold an undisputed in both weight classes.
Oof. So it's not the fact that, oh, you know, they're saying Devin might, you know, leave 135. No, it's like we can leave 135 and then come back to 135 if you guys are willing to fight. You know, it doesn't matter.
Absolutely. But it's also about continuing his legacy, right? Continuing to grow and mature and to tackle more challenges. So, you know, if they around at 135, they whispering, they're not really trying to make the fights happen, then of course they'll go up to 140. If it's a problem in the last days of him at 135 making the weight, but I'm telling them now, y'all talk to all that shit. Don't get scared now. Don't start playing. We got a week away, 7 days away, and we're looking good. And the weight is coming off good. I know you guys didn't want to hear that. You thought that I was going to say that we was having problems. But so far, guess what? You're in trouble, George.
And before, you know, I let you go and just want to just round about, you know, all this. If by any chance, if you don't hear from Kambaos anytime soon until like next week and things like that, do you have like a message to his team or anything like right now that they're obviously going to be tuning in and seeing this?
Yeah, I mean, if he ain't got the message by now, because I done been on the tram looking for him, I done been out in the Uber looking for him. You know what I mean? I done walked the beat.